how to be a magician. First and foremost, you must understand that universal law is at play at all times, which means that we are under the influence of planetary vibration. So you can either use this to your advantage or your disadvantage. If you decide to use this to your advantage, you will be able to see things that are invisible to the physical eye, such as planetary combinations. You will be able to tell what planets are in influence at a particular time or location because you have understanding of the mathematics or the numerology. Now that you can see into the codex of the universe, or you have the cheat codes because you understand that everything is about alchemy or fusion of the planets. So the better you understand alchemy or fusion, the better you can utilize this to your advantage, because we always have the opportunity to see how these scientific laws play out. The thing about nature is it's always an opportunity for you to observe. The reason it is a law and not a theory. The difference between a law and theory, the law can be observed by anybody at any time. A theory is something that is mostly subjective into proving otherwise. So in order to prove that magic is real or exists, we have to utilize the tools of science. Because we have the tools of science and we piece together the missing components, it becomes a school directly suited to explore the consciousness, specifically the collective consciousness. Because the collective consciousness is how you influence the masses. Because the masses represent the collective conscious. Because the masses represents the collective conscious, they will vibrate in accordance to the frequencies or the signals that are being sent according to the planets. So if you understand what those signals are, then you are able to utilize this to your advantage. Not because you're manipulating anyone or anything. You just have understanding of the law. And the better you understand the law, the more control you have over the law. Because the laws can be manipulated once you understand their nature. When life becomes a field of science to experiment with the laws of nature so that you can apply it to your subjective reality, utilizing the objective to clarify the subjective, then you are living the lifestyle of a magician. You do not neglect science, and you do not neglect the invisible forces. You fuse them together alchemically. And the fusion of these two elements will allow you to see things that are simply too complex to comprehend if you don't have a proper foundation. It's like trying to understand calculus and you don't know the basic components of math. So anything that is invisible just represents its complexity. It is too complex to be understood off of face value. So the job and duty of the magician is to go through this process of decoding the complex so that it becomes simplified. And once you are able to simplify the complex in a tangible physical form, where the invisible becomes physical, now you are the magician. Peace.